Hello, hello. It is unboxing time. Once you're signed up for your course and you have your username and your password, it's time to get started. You can go to the website on the homepage and click Member Login. And then you just put that username and password in here. So I'm going to be getting married in about 2 weeks. So I'm going to try out my new name. It's a little early. And then put your password in here. If you forget it, there is a forgot password and it will send you a reset email. And you can click login if you want it to remember you. So you go ahead and log in and it will bring you to the courses page. Now you can see I have all the courses up. You will have whatever courses you have subscribed to. So if that's one course, you'll have one up here. If you have multiple, then they'll be up there as well, all in the same place. So you go ahead and click on your course and it brings you to this page. And there's a welcome video right here that I created to go over all the things we're going to go over today. So if you didn't catch it all, that's okay. Once you've bought your course, you've always got this up to review. Now, under here, we have the download syllabus, the materials list, and the Let's Get Started. Now, the syllabus is also inside the lessons, so you don't have to just get it here. The materials list, though, that is one that shows you everything for that year that you would need inside those courses. Okay, so it's just one page, so it's not too long. And some things are optional, like suggested recordings. If you want like the full-blown orchestra version, then I have those here for you to get on YouTube or wherever you like to get your music. So that's it for the materials page. Let's go back. Let's see. So you can either get started over here, or if you notice on the left here, there are lessons as well. So either one, these will take you directly to the lesson you click on. This one will take you to lesson 1. Now, when you're in the trial period, you get 3 full weeks of lessons. So you'll see lesson 1, 2, and 3 as soon as you sign up. And that way you have 7 days to see if it's a good fit for your child, if they're engaged in learning and enjoying it. And if they are, then you'll continue. If you chose the yearly plan, then as soon as the trial period is over, you're going to get all of the lessons at once. If you chose the monthly plan, then you'll get 1 lesson per week. Now, I had a parent who signed up on a Wednesday evening, but it turns out she wanted to do the lessons for her child in the morning of Wednesdays. And so the lesson was coming a half a day late. Just contact us and we'll backdate you. We backdated her for Sunday, so like 3 days before, so that on Sunday she had the lesson and she could do it anytime that week. So we don't know when you sign up and it's all automatic. Anyways, there's that. In the middle, of course, is the actual video lesson, and you can make it full screen by doing this, and then you can exit full screen. In this corner down here, it'll move over here. And you'll notice that the thumbnail for the lesson actually has the agenda. So the child can see what is going to be happening during that lesson. We add some visuals for those non-reading learners. Underneath here, if you buy by midnight on Friday, Pacific time, you'll see you have vocal explorations already there. Normally, they don't appear until I have introduced them in the lesson. I'll say, okay, now we're going to do vocal explorations. And then you'll see all of them below. But we wanted you to make sure you knew you had the bonus vocal explorations if you purchased during this 1 week time zone. On the right, there's our syllabus again, okay? So you can get it on the front page or you can get it here. And it will give you week by week the objectives, the materials needed, and checking for understanding. Now, both the materials and checking for understanding are listed back on that lesson page. So the only thing new this has is the objectives for every week. Now, in the apprentice lessons, they're getting 2 shorter ones a week. Just remember that there's an A and B lesson, but the A lesson is the only one that has new material introduced. If you don't get to the B lesson, that's okay. It's supplemental. It does some extension activities. but the A lesson is the most important. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Under here, I told you that we have the materials and checking for understanding there. And then I have visuals here. Now, I always put the 5-line staff up for Maestro 1. The children have learned how to write music in Apprentice 2 and Apprentice 3. So coming into Maestro 1, they already know how. And if for some reason they want to start writing on the staff before it becomes an activity in the lesson, you just click on here and it will ask you to make a copy so that you don't change the original. That would mess up a lot of people. Make a copy and then you can go ahead and rename it whatever you would like, and you can print it off, or you can print it off and laminate it and then have your child use a dry erase marker, and then they can just write over and over. Or if they want to keep their songs, don't use a dry erase marker, and then they can have a whole stack of songs that they've written, which would be so amazing. All right, so let's go back here. Supplemental games. Now we have some on Google Drive, and this says you don't need any. Now up here, it does say Mouse Mousey. There's actually a game for Mouse Mousey. And if there was a group, now you've got to remember that I created these originally for a class setting, but I have found that my homeschoolers are so creative in adapting these games for 1 or 2 people. So some of them have used stuffed animals to, create their own little classroom. Just because it says if there's a group, there's not a group, it doesn't mean you can't figure it out and do something else. And let me hear about those. I love it when you tell me how you adapt things. All right. So like I said, if you buy the yearly program, you will see all the videos all the way through 35. And if you do the monthly plan, you'll get one dripped out every week. Now, these have to be done in order. I put a lot of time to make sure these were sequenced so it made sense to the child. So if you were to skip around, that would be very confusing. So we've put a little feature in that you can't go skipping around. If you go click on a lesson that you haven't done the one before, it will say, go back and complete the previous lesson. So you can either click back here or click on 8 over here. Let me demonstrate this. Let's say you just finished lesson 7. And it will show that it is completed. You can see the check marks on the left. Apparently I've done through week 7. And then down here, you'll see next lesson. So you can just click on the next lesson, or you can click it on over here. Either way. Oh, look at that. Here we were on lesson 7, and all the vocal explorations showed up, including the bonus ones. So I think that does it for here. I think if you have any questions, you always can reach us. But again, they have that welcome video that also goes over the same things and help you out to understand how this all works.